subscribe for more videos.
Welcome back, everybody, to an instant revolt. There's a couple of them over here. That's not a serious issue, I suppose. We go take care of these guys and whatever. We will bop this guy and then end up, I don't know, here. That's fine by me. We have a bunch of Songhai separatists, or rebels happening here. What is the situation looking like for the war potential here? Still happy to continue this war, the Mamluks, so, or to join in on this war. Now, we'd be able to blitz through Songhai pretty quickly, and these guys are going to work their way through to the Mamluk lands. Once they get in there, I am entirely okay with beating the crap out of them. I'm entirely okay with getting in a war with them if we can get, you know, if England batters them back and we can get some losses for the Mamluks. If the Mamluks start losing numbers, then I'm okay with this. Let's check the army status for the Mamluks. Right now they have, wow, they have 114,000 troops. Okay then, 52,000 artillery, as you might expect. Which means those lines can break easily because they're so heavily laden with artillery. They're at max artillery numbers. They also will hit like a friggin' truck. So, you know, there's that. I wouldn't mind getting more involved over here as well. How do we do that? Do we absorb somebody and then grab somebody else? Like, we could absorb Pate and then go after Marahan. I am trying to get our tech caught up, though. We're no longer ahead of time with the military technologies. We're a full technology behind Diplo and admin over the military, but we are also boosting our admin pretty solidly right now. We do need to know that we have to get our Republican tradition to full in order to get that quest as well. So, these guys can group up here. Good. And the fleet, I will let them sit online still, I think, for a while. That's fine. Okay, let's keep things rolling here. The goal is to come after Songhai if we can. Where did that happen? What? It was a rebel something or other. No? Oh, it must have been right there with just a small group. If we absorb Pate, that'll let us move this way. Adel is allied with a bunch of things, but Adel is also going to bring in the Mamluks. Now, all of these would be one war, and then it would be done, right? So once we break the Mamluks once, or somebody breaks the Mamluks once, we'll be probably okay. Why don't you stay there and help them for a moment? Stay and help them for a moment. Stay out of my territory, mister. They had a friendly territory. Lost claim on a province. That's fine by me. If we declare on this guy... Oh, wait a second. We could declare... No, we can't. Really? Australia doesn't have a claim there, eh? How long is this one? 99? So it's a while still. You guys should go down and take care of your troubles over in the west, eh? Oh, he's moved again. So we do now have the ability to declare on him. Might as well do it. I might move the Mamluks over there. Fine. They've got some ships. They could transport 10. Yeah, that's fine. You can get over there. Hopefully they will. Oh, that's 4K over there. Or 8K over there they've got. That's surprising. Well, that's kind of annoying, but we'll put you in charge here. When the ships arrive, please. You should have a leader as well. There, and you can have the other leader here. We have new technologies available, so let's see if Zimbabwe... You thought I'd forgotten. Let's see if Zimbabwe is done. And indeed it is. Beautiful. So the next upgrade doesn't give a bonus to the tech, so we are going to leave that at level 2. And that is nice there. So we save a... Let's see. It's 5% saved on a total cost of 600. So 30 admin points. for each tech that we go up, and then it increases from there. That's not bad. Good there. We're now at 15 admin, so we can now do forced march. Very nice. Next one is the mill and production efficiency boost. Lovely. Hold on. Province converted. A military leader has left us. Oh no. We literally just put him there and then he decided to bugger off. We can bring on... There you go. The commander can do it, or the presidente. Mamluks discovered building a spy network, huh? Gotta remember, every time I hit the war button, go to the shut down the forts button. That's really annoying and wasting my time. Okay, and money, I suppose, not time. Really concerned about the time wasting. You go down to the Benin fort. You come down to the Cape Coast. Brittany, you're working your way slowly through that. Brittany is somebody I want to attack, so let's go ahead eventually. So let's go ahead and build a spy network here, so we've got access to it when we want to. Unfortunately, Great Britain is also somebody I want a piece of at some point. We are going to have to fight them. We need all of entirely the continent of Australia, or Africa. Lose a whole bunch of money or trade efficiency for 10 years. National tax and trade efficiency lost for 10 years. Or 508 bucks. I don't know what the par is there, but jeepers, look at the numbers that are rolling through there. Oh, that's beautiful. That is a lovely sight to see. Another one right after the other. Jeepers. That's annoying. Go ahead and deal with that and that. Now, let's watch these Mamluk numbers if we can. 107,000. 79,000 manpower. Election time. We could go ahead and switch to a diplomat. Yeah, let's switch to the diplomatic leader for now. We got even a bigger boost to the Diplo, so we have 9, 11, 6. That's a better mix right now. We are looking to go for... What did he get? What did he get? We find out the end of the month, I suppose. Silver Tongue, improve relations 20%. Don't mind if we do. And we get the next Diplo, which brings up the galleons and the early frigates. There we go. A galleon is a military ship. That's good. I was wrong on that last time. So we've got some cash to spend. Let's go ahead and get these ships upgraded. 776 ducats. I am going to loan for that because I want those built up right away. 777 for the 16 ships. Oh, you know what? Why don't we do these trade ships first? Why don't you just park in Soyo? 377 ducats for those ones. And we're going to need another loan for these guys. Now $3 in the hole, but worth doing for the ship upgrades. We have the other squadron, or the other whatever naval group over here. Where are you? Where are you guys? Oh, you were sent down to Zanzibar, that's right. So why don't we dock you in somewhere like Sofala? You can be upgraded. What's it going to cost to upgrade that? 131 ducats. Well, we're not gaining right now, so we'll go ahead and do that anyways. We'll drop the interest rates. And then you can upgrade your ships as well. That's super expensive. Can afford a trade cap? No, we cannot. I'm going to go ahead and tell the trade ships to immediately return to their mission, protecting trade in the Ivory Coast. And you can return to your mission of protecting trade in, where was it, Zanzibar? It says that's a good one, but missions settings? Why is that not adjustable? There we go, right there. I want any damage to queue up. Oh. Canadian what? Newfoundland. Did somebody get another Canadian province? When did that happen? Thought I saw somebody. Thought I saw a message about Canada, and I wanted to find out. The Huron are fighting whom now? France and Floride. France is actually winning against them this time. Okay, well that's sucks to be those guys. Ah, we've got a new Grand Republic reform available. We are way down the list now. Reform available, number 8, Economic Matters. Empower the burghers. We gotta remember not to give any more loyalty equilibrium to whom? The pastors cannot have any more equilibrium. That would be bad for business. Way down here, number 8. There's 11, 12, 13 total, okay? So, let's see what we get. We can get Empower the Burghers. That goes trade efficiency, global trade power, burger loyalty equilibrium, and burger influence. Curtail the burghers. Trade steering improved, trade company governing costs down, and burger influence down. A mercantilistic approach. Domestic trade power up, merchant trade power, cost to promote mercantilism, embrace free trade, trade power abroad, and institution spread increase, embrace economic theory, yearly influence reduction, that would be good, interest per annum would be down, that would also be good money-wise, the war economy, ship costs, regiment costs, and war tax costs down. Also very good. Regiment cost down by 10% is probably worth more, I would imagine, than the interest per annum down. I'm pretty sure of that. Exploitation of the New World. We gain another colonist. Colonial subjects gain 10% goods produced modifier. And we get another colonist. That would just help us expand, which is not really a priority right now. So I'm going to say, let's look at this one. Okay, and what does this require? Economic and infrastructure. I think war economy is the way to go. It doesn't require us to be at war to get this bonus. So regiment costs down and ship costs down. Let's look at the costs right now of our regiments, for instance. Our armies are 61s. 10% would be $6 off there. And 10% would be presumably another $2 off there. So we assume we gain $8 in profits by doing that. I kind of like that idea. And then the war taxes cost less. So instead of losing 2 military points, we'd only lose 1 military point for having war taxes on. Let's go with it. Lovely. Now that should drop our income a little. Change your income, yeah, drop 2 there, and so, yeah, look at that, $13.50. That is substantial. That's an 8 ducat swing. I like it. Songhai, how are we doing? I'm just, diplo chatting you guys up here. We have a -6 now, so they're less. They paid off some of their debt. That's all that's happened. All right, colonies. Look at this. We have only 1 location still that we can put colonies in over here. The coastal Natal. And there's nothing else that can be colonialized. I mean, we could do it there. We could go in there. That would be an option, which we kind of do want to do eventually, so wouldn't hurt. This would not connect us because the Mamluks are here, but eventually. Maybe. We'll see. That going. We have a new tech in military to get to 16. We do not have a cost for a neighboring bonus for that. So let's do it. 16 Miltech. Now, that gives us new units. Demi-Culverin or the Chambered Demi-Cannon. I'm going to say we focus on the fire line. Let's do that one. African Hussar are still the same, and these guys are still the same. So at 23, we get new infantry. 17, we get new cavalry. And we just got the 16, and we do get an 18 as well. So, okay, so cavalry or artillery really do upgrade quite efficiently. You are already at level 16 tech. Gotcha. And you guys are all 16 across the board. Okay. We don't see any 17s, but I did expect that we would hit... offense or defense? Hold on. I did expect that we would hit... have to hit 16 just to get parity. And we're not going to get there. We lose the stability on this. That's annoying. Siege ability, I guess. Black Day indeed. Yes, indeed. Truce has ended with these guys. Okay. Show me where your target is. Can I war you, please? Oh, we have no diplomat. Okay. Oh, we don't need this guy anymore. We're at war. Bring him back. 57 days before we can get him back. All right, you got to attach there. We'll let the month end or two end, so we can do our diplo-y things. Get your morale back up. Beninese, you need to grab a friend. Oh, we need to grab our new ruler who didn't do squat. Bring him in here and smack these peasants around. What? Now slaves and wool and colonial casus belli. We've lost our colonial casus belli against the Mamluks. Ow. You're still a colony of the Mamluks. You're still at war with all those guys. Okay. I don't know why we'd lose that, but alright. Squish. Thanks. Move you back there. That didn't reactivate the forts. Nope. Didn't, because we didn't declare the war yet. We have somebody free to do that now, though. Oh, come on. Get that done here. Declare war. Okay. It's only for me, huh? Well, that's a little awkward. Confirm that guy. You can sail around to here then first. If that's the right location. Yes, but you may not get to it in time. You will get to it. Good. And pop in there. Global trade. Embracing global trade. It happened up in England. In Calais, of all places. Excellent. Goods have been moved across continents since antiquity. But where this was previously limited to a set number of routes and goods such as manufactured goods of India and China finding their way across the Indian Ocean or along the Silk Road, all trade is now increasing because increasingly becoming part of the greater world network. With the discovery of the Americas, sea routes around Africa and the crossing of the Pacific Ocean, local trade networks are being connected into one world-spanning interconnected web. Silver mined in the Andes is now being boxed and taken via Europe all the way to China and India. Iron mined and wrought in Scandinavia is being sold in West Africa by English merchants, and others are making a fortune just distributing cloth and spice within the Southeast Asian trade sphere. Local Indian merchants are investing in future European trade ventures. It may still be early to speak of a truly global economy, but surely the first seeds have been sown. This changes everything. All right, we have a new institution. Now let's see how this institution spread starts. Jeepers, look at this. Aragon and Portugal. Really, is Morocco like having troubles here? Like, shouldn't Morocco be like entirely sieged out? Aren't they the primary target of this war? Weird. Okay, the Age of Reformation ends in 10 years. Okay. Next age is going to be the Age of Absolutism. So I'm not sure about the absolutism of how the function works. I've looked into it, read a bit about it. Still a little, more than a little foggy. But we'll try to improve absolutism so we can have a bigger, badder, more powerful stretch of an empire. I think that's how that works. So we'll shut that down for a moment. We are making good positive cash again. Modest positive cash, actually. $11 is not good cash. Yeah, fetishist rebels, really? Okay. Brittany almost able to claim this, and it's not quite finished yet, so you just declared war, which means we need to shut down that fort again. That brings my cash income up by a couple. Good. You guys are still repairing. One more month and our merchants should get back in the ocean, which would be nice. Oh, these guys are already trading again. Lovely. So they're now all the upgraded early frigates. And an early frigate, I believe, has a better trade power. Yes, it does. Yes, indeed, it does. The ships previously... Ships. The Caravel. Is there a way to see the Caravel? What it was, I forget. I don't remember. Is there a way for me to find out? I want to look at the old Caravel. I don't think I could do that. Maybe not. Okay, so we need these two to hit 16 before anybody gets 17 in anything, and we need to have the institution spread. Let's look at the institution, see how that spread's working. Culture and institutions. Okay, so we do get global trade increase, I believe. Yeah, it's happening a little bit everywhere. Very little bit, it looks like. 0.55. It's not great. 1.36. Okay. So it will start to spread decently throughout the empire. No problem. Okay. More blood. Lindbergh and Verden. Yeah, I don't really care about the Northern Germanic squabblings. Alright, Brittany now has this province claimable. Let's try that. You go here, and we put a fabricate claim on Gabon. Thank you. Tuscany and Lucca. Tuscany's still a one province, or is a one province? That's weird. These guys are all intact still. Wow, I haven't looked there before in this playthrough. That's weird. We are... Why are we losing? Why are we bleeding troops? Jeepers, there's so many forces up here they don't even know what to do with themselves. Why don't you go after the Mamluks, guys? Oh, there they are. Excellent. Let's see this fights. Come on, hit them hard. Philosopher died. No. Yearly inflation reduction. That would be nice. Or tax modifier. To the yearly inflation reduction. Hello. Fortunate. I think the Mamluks are going to win some fights here. Portuguese Peru. Price of grain and wine goes down. Felt all across the world. The famine killed millions. Grain and wine collapsed. Oh no. There's the famine across the globe. Just drops the price exorbitantly low. Now our allies are not being targeted for friend relations. That's interesting. There's one of them. I want to see these fights. Version successful. A truce with Benin has ended. That's fine. We can convert the stragglers here. I want to see these fights. Let's go at them, boys. Come on. Siege finished down over here. Good. You come down to this port. And you can attach. Sail you over here. Let's include this fight here. Go. Yes, we are currently at war still. these fine folk in the south. This is jungle. And if he lets me move on there, that'd be great. Trade goods production in one province down. Repay a loan, please. I think since we've got the tech advantage and everything here, we'll just go in and smush them real quick. Go. And wiped and split. Good. Alright, that'll end that war as well, and that is the last... That's the last of the indigenous Australian controlled land. Now we have the Mamlukans, who are still technically losing their war against Portugal. I'm curious if I go in here and I get the Mamluks to come in, which they're going to still. Really annoying. Is there something? Is there a way to manipulate this so they can't come in? Not really. I need the Mamluks to lose some troops here is what I need. There is 90,000. Oh, they lost some troops, all right. Oh, they got hit hard. Good, good, good. Let's see. Mamluks. You've got 62,000. Holy crap, they lost hard. Oh, wow. That is beautifully impressive. 62,000 units they just lost. Now, wait a second. Where did they end up? They come in here to run away? Are they gonna get stacked? Disagreeing advisor. Recruit dies. We lose some prestige, gain some military power. Totally fine with that. Oh, that ended. That ended fast. With Tunis. Yes, Tunis has ended their war. The Mamluks are still at war. And a couple new states have appeared there. Would you be interested in friending me? Distance is really far, so that would stop them. Oh, did you guys just take some land from these guys? I think they did. They took some land there. The Songhai are still dealing with their war. Now, if we declare on the Songhai, we still have the Mamluks fully invested in this. However, if they start losing big chunks of stuff and then this war ends, I could easily draw the... Well, maybe easily draw the English back in. Are the English in multiple wars? Or just the one? Just the one at the moment. That's a potential. So Tunis lost a couple territories. Had to break off a couple territories. That's not a big deal. Lüneburg and Mecklenburg. Don't care. Now, the Mamluks still have a nasty, nasty navy. Very nasty navy. And that's fine. It's a lot of it is transports, right? Mamluks have 40 transports, 33 galleys. Wow. I'd love to be able to take those guys down. We could just buy up a bunch of galleys, but then is that worth it? I don't think so. See, the peasants aren't going to break the country there at all. Songhai. This should end the war in Morocco over here relatively soon. Conversions successful. Ooh, those are a long time coming, those conversions. Jeepers. That's taking a sweet time. I think Morocco might lose a province or two. And if they do, we might actually find one that we want to go after. Alright, we got trade to re-enable, please. That siege is finished. That siege is finished. Both of you can come back in here. And we will piece you out. Brandenburg's also going after them. Okay, clear this. I want this province and the cash, and they should spit them out right there. It did indeed. That's not the last of them. They'll be back for some more. Military leaders left us. Oh, that was the conquistador. The good one, wasn't it? That was our super conquistador. I don't need another leader right now. We won't spend on that right now. $274 in the coffers. That's not an accurate income. $10 a turn. Okay. So the interest is going down with the inflation guy, which is good. We don't have war taxes on, but it's half cost. It's only cost us 1 mil point per month if we did that. We don't have the a war right now to check those numbers, but still not bad. All right, you're going to come over and hang out in here. Now, you know what? Actually, why don't you come in, hang out... Yeah, that's okay, over here. The ships can wait with you. We'll leave the 12 ships there. Okay. What else? Again, still working on watching this war up here, because that's going to make a difference. See what happens. Unfortunately, the Mamluks are, if they're smart, they'll just keep their troops out of the way for now. They are back up to 82k. They did use up a bunch of their manpower, but not an exorbitant number. They did lose a lot of artillery. They're going to have to be paying heavy to regain that. Oh look, there's a timer beeping at me. More conversion successes. Lost a claim, that's fine. I don't care about those claims. Alright. Not really anything I can do over here. Oh. Songhai would not participate in this. We'd just have this, and then the Mamluks would be in. Interesting. If I go after these guys, Nupe does join. England is in debt, really. Heavily in debt. That's troubling. That means they're not going to participate in this war afterwards. It's very troubling. Very annoying. Okay, maybe it's time to start getting Pate and joining us. We can consider getting others as targets. We'll continue with mercantilism. Yeah. See, these are literally all Sunni provinces. We will have to fight some Sunnis at some point to deal with these guys. You are even Sunni, even though none of your provinces are. Alright. Annoying. Land theft. Pastors gain influence, pastors lose influence. Everybody loses influence and loyalty. I'm okay with dropping the influence. Good. We got another province in. Growth of the perfume industry. Growth of cities and serfs. Okay. Autonomy issues shifted. Disloyal estates. Yeah, they like to double down those events every once in a while where it's like, yeah, everything's fine, and then, haha, just poke, a double tap. And you're dealing with angry elites. That's okay. So this is basically done. It's just what the Highlands, the wasteland spots there. That should probably soon end that war. That is such a crazy potent military to be fighting. I wish the Mamluks would fight it more. Oh, we lost another leader. Right now would be possibly a good time to bring on that explorer then. What's our navy tradition? It's below full, so let's go ahead and do this Congolese navy boost. This one we need the this is the one we need the 7 subjects, 3 stability, public tradition of 100, proper liberty desire. This one, on the other hand, is the institutions embraced and the technologies are. We are 7 years ahead of time, and we haven't embraced global trade. We will embrace global trade. Global trade has no provinces yet. Really kind of surprised this hasn't popped, but we'll look at that in the next episode. Thanks everybody for joining me for another one. We're just waiting for an opportunity to break out here. Grr, it's frustrating. Have yourselves a great rest of the day. See you in game.